doubles and coffee. Another set of P&M costly lies that cost you, the taxpayers, not only money but time, and your individual businesses, especially in Tobago, shattered because of the lies of the P&M. Remember the Superfast Galicia that Rowley and Cinnamon said, corruption, Nyree, Alphonso, John Powell, that company, the Port Authority, UNC, corruption in the procurement of the Superfast Galicia. Now let me just put a comma here. Let me put a small pin right there. Superfast Galicia was working amazingly, never break down, moving fast, reaching Tobago in 2 hours and 21 minutes, full of cargo. One sailing could bring all Tobago's needs. Never had an empty shelf, goods missing. Prices were lower in Tobago for hardware goods, for building materials, for groceries and everything to Superfast Galicia. But P&M came and they realized that this sea bridge thing had money in it, and the beginning of the end of the collapse of the sea bridge in order to create opportunities for crooked money and corruption came with the attack on Nyree Alphonso, attorney at law, maritime attorney, who was there at the port. And they said Nyree Alphonso was agent and she was sculling and making inroads for a tender process for the Superfast Galicia. Well, the court has ruled after all the evidence, all the submissions, all the cross-examination, and they said Nyree Alphonso, the UNC, the port, Superfast Galicia, its agents, did absolutely nothing wrong. This is 8 years later, court case filed 5 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars of your taxpayers' money gone because of P&M Rowley small pin lies. Remember when Rohan Cinnamon went into the parliament and Rowley went on every platform saying the Superfast Galicia agents, they want to hold the country to ransom. They want a contract. They want to hold a country to ransom for 4 years. And it's ridiculous corruption at 14,000 euros per day. It's Nyree Alphonso, it's UNC corruption, Superfast Galicia. And then they went on with 2 separate boards to have tenders. And the Superfast Galicia won their P&M tenders. Even though they tried to scull, they tried to trick on one of the tenders of the P&M board. You know who won the bid that the P&M said? Rowley partner, A&V Oil. But then one person on the board said, but how this man win? How he beat all the other vessels who tendered when he did not even say what vessel he tendering with, what boat he using, what engine, what capacity, what speed, what nuts, what technology, what? And they scuttled that tender. You want to know why? Because for the second time, 2 separate tenders, the Superfast Galicia had won because it was a high-powered, brilliant, amazing, fast, comfortable vessel. But that wasn't good for Rowley and the P&M. They had to continue to lie and attack and hound the Superfast Galicia out of there, move them from a month-to-month relationship, and then eventually run them out because other countries wanted to give them a contract. And then Rowley and the P&M started to attack and wage war on the people of Tobago because they put the people of Tobago goods on barge, remember that? And when your van reached Tobago, it had more salt water and salt in the engine than in a bag of salt prune. And then they went and they got a vessel and they started now also simultaneously. They put Magellan to take care and maintain of the fast ferries, Express and Spirit, and them start to break down too. Remember that? And then Rowley created a ministerial committee for ministers to procure ferries. Remember that? And Tobagonians were suffering. And Shamfa Kujo with she brand new weave and she lighter color and she thing gone in here and that come out there, come and say Tobago is not suffering because she went in the grocery and she saw almond milk. Remember that? Then they come and they get a vessel, the Cabo Star, the Cabo Star, that reach in Tobago in 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. An old boat worth nothing more than 7,000 US per day. And they go on and sign up that for 25,000 US a day. When they said, the PNM said, Rowley said, Sininan said, Small Pink said, 14,000 euros, which is about 16.5, 17,000 US per day, was corruption. UNC thieving for the Superfast Galicia, which was super fast, super comfortable, super big, and super working good, flawless. But them went and get a boat for 8,000 US dollars per day more, that was running slower, shutting down, and then telling no air condition for the passengers, and Bowling UNC put a big stone in the in something and sabotage it. Remember that? Now you're still suffering under the CORBEAU star. Over Rowley described Bridgman, which was the CORBEAU star, and the Ocean Stem, which never reached, as crooked money when he was lying to the people of Tobago and Trinidad and talking about the procurement process and what it went through, and the cabinet process when it was not true. The only process it went through, the Charter Party agreement, was through Rowley on the phone with Small Pin in Tobago on a Friday, without vetting, without reading, without Port Authority Board. Rowley gave prime ministerial approval, and that crooked money, as Rowley described it, has crossed over $225 million. In between that, with all the bacchanal and the breakdown of the CORBEAU star and all sort of thing, and the Ocean Stem not reaching. Remember, Rowley and them also went to procure something from Malta called the Jean de la Valette, which was for a whopping 34,000 euros per day. Then Rowley had to collapse the whole sea bridge due to PNM incompetence, which began with the attack and the lies on Nyree, Alphonso, and the Port Authority of the UNC with the procurement of the Superfast Galicia, the then sending away of the Canadians who were maintaining the sea bridge and maintaining the vessels, and the breakdown of the sea bridge, the then purchase of the slow boat galleons passage, that they then come and say, nah, it wasn't a fast ferry release. No, we bought a slow boat, but it's really for a port in Tobago. Where the port in Tobago? All go and knock on wood, now go and knock on the port, knock on the door of the port in Tobago that Rowley, Sininan, and Small Pin and them and Colmin, but purchased the galleon's passage to go to Tobago from the Tobago port. Where the Tobago port? Then they got this thing called the Jean de la Valette for 34,000 euros per day. But the PNM Rowley and his band of liars was saying the Galicia was total corruption because it was 14,000 euros per day. Corruption, corruption. Well, what if 14,000 euros per day for a brilliantly operational vessel that is proven to keep the people of Tobago happy is corruption? What is 34,000, 20,000 euros per day more than the Superfast Galicia? And now you see a judge has ruled that Nyree, Alphonso, the Port Authority Board, John Powell and his company, the agents of the Superfast Galicia, acted with good faith, did absolutely nothing wrong, did not take part in any part, form, or fashion of the tender process, that they were tender processes by public servants that went through evaluation and normal procedures without any form of corruption. And the Superfast Galicia had won fair and square and was serving the people of Tobago. And all that Rowley, Rohan, and Small Pin had said was total lies, which has led to 8 years of sea bridge corruption, sea bridge collapse, sea bridge pain, people in Tobago's business in suffering, SMEs shutting down, all because of PNM lies by this Rowley. All you know is an email gate liar, you know he's a Nelson gate liar, you know he's a police service gate liar, you know he's a live spot liar, you know he's a liar for Renaissance, a liar for Landy, a liar for Greenvale. Now you know Rowley was a sea bridge liar and a web of corruption and all your money disappearing. But he come in with budget, he and the Dwayne, to tax all you. He come in with more lies to give you property tax, to tell you, oh, you'll get local government reform. PNM must go how much more to Nyree, Alphonso, the UNC, the Port Authority, John Powell and his company, and the people of the Superfast Galicia. The truth travels slowly, but it always arrives. Unlike the Ocean Stem, the CORBEAU star, and bridgemans of the PNM. God bless. Y'all really have Rowley, this pathological liar, making fools of us all here in Trinidad and Tobago. Get rid of Rowley. Stop the small talk. Stop the old talk. Get rid of this lying PNM. It's very simple. Our country is in a mess because he is incompetent. He's pathological. He is heartless, oppressive, and dictatorial. Fire, burn Rowley in a pot of lentils.